to all of you. Most importantly, our Director of School, Mr. Fazlur Rahman Khurram Sir, Mr. Firasa Sir, who is a great person in charge and a great guidance of today's program. We would like to extend our warm and hearty welcome to our Honorable Chief Guest. Constitution isn't a symbol that requires empty celebrations, it requires adherence to the constitutionalism. In the way of words mentioned by my fellow mate, we would like to extend our today's program, which is being celebrating on the occasion of the Constitution Day, which is celebrated in India on every 26th of November. The beauty of Quran is that you cannot change its message, but Quran can change you. With this beautiful quote, let us begin our program with a recitation of Quran. I would like to call Saad Afra on the dais. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها. صدق الله العظيم. Constitution Day. Do you all know what is most important to run the country? The two most important things to run the country are peace and prosperity. If you need peace in your country, then you need to follow all the correct laws. For understanding it, we need to know more details about it. For sharing such important information, we are having the great personalities over here from the designation of law only. We heartily welcome our criminal lawyer expert in defending rights with might, fighting and championing justice for the accused, being trusted, never losing track, hope and guiding you through darkness. He is none other than Mr. Amir Khwasi. Give a round of applause for him. And also our respected guest of honor, Muhammad Abdul Mujib. Muhammad Abdul Mujib is a practicing advocate at High Court Telangana. He is an engineer turned advocate and a passionate teacher. He conducts judiciary lessons and is a legal awareness workshop from high school level to degree college. Also imparts UPSC Civil Services coaching, Constitution and Law at Hyderabad Study Center. And Ms. Amina Begum. Give a huge round of applause for them. Now I would like to call my class fellow, Ms. Sana Fatima, to present the importance of Constitution. Please give a huge round of applause for her. Good morning to one and all. I am Sana Fatima from class 9. Today I am here in front of you all for the importance of the Constitution. The Constitution of India is known as the supreme document that gives a detailed account of do's and don'ts to be performed by Indian citizens. It has a standard that needs to be followed to ensure law and order in society and also to help in develop and prosper. The Constitution is a fundamental law of nation that outlines the power, limitations of government, rights and duties of citizens. It is an essential document that sets the framework for the governments of a country and serves as a safeguard against tyranny and dictatorship like rules and also from abuse and power. Thank you. Thank you, Sana, for sharing informative words with us. Now, I would like to call of class 8 on the dais to present a brief intro about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Please give a round of applause for her. Good morning, good afternoon everyone. I am Seda Sidra Sambas from class 8. So today I am going to tell about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was born on 14th April 1891 in Madhya Pradesh. He cleared matriculation from the Alpine Stone High School. He studied his economics from the Columbia University in New York. He was also awarded doctorate degree in economics by the University of Columbia. He was one of the crusaders of caste discrimination and untouchability. He launched a newspaper called Moknayaka in 1920s. He was appointed as the first Law Minister of Independence of India. He was made the chairman of the Constitutional Drafting Committee and considered as the chief architect of Indian Constitution. He was also awarded the prestigious Bharat Ratna Award in 1990. On 6 December 1956, he died at home in Delhi. Thank you. Azur Ahmed, give a huge round of applause for him. Now let us come to know the preamble of our constitution by Ms. Khadija of class 9. Please give a huge round of applause for her. Good afternoon to one and all. I am Khadija Fatima from 9th standard. Today I am going to say preambles on Indian Constitution. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a solemnly socialist, secular, democratic and republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thoughts, expressions, belief, faith and worship, fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and unity of our nation. In our constitution, this assembly has been installed in 26 November in 1949. In 1949, hurriedly adopt and enact and give ourselves this constitution. Thank you. For sharing such information. What is dream and freedom of expression? Let us know about this to a dramatized presentation. I would like to call class 9 girls on the dais to give a huge round of applause for them.
Good afternoon everyone. We the class 9 students are here to perform the drama which is known as Prem Dhuntai. I am Mavya Siddiqa, the narrator of this program, the narrator of this drama. Safa S. Jamal, Zainab S. Khatija, Tahura S. Kaitani, Aksha S. Maher and Aksa S. Asif. Jamal Khashoggi was a Saudi journalist who was assassinated by the agents of the kingdom for his free speech and political thoughts. What is free speech and freedom of expression? And how important it is for some people and nations? Let us understand these questions from the dramatized presentations we call Dreams Don't Die, loosely based on the turbulent times of Jamal. Here we go. Scene 1. The agents of the royal regime raids the residence of Jamal and threatens him not to say or write anything against the royal regime.
Given you so much. Why are you going against it? Don't be a traitor.
I am not a traitor. I am not against the kingdom. I am against some policies of the regime, the newsways, aliens to our beloved kingdom. What policies are you talking about? The war in Yemen, the betrayal with Palestinians, mishandling of Lebanon, most importantly, the purge against your own people. How dare you? And this.
Stop, Asir. The boss didn't ask us to do this.
Look, Jamal, the Iranians are spreading everywhere, from Iraq to Yemen. We need to stop them. The boss is doing this for peoples. He wants to change the kingdom. He allowed women to drive. You wanted this right?
But he arrested Hussein, the woman behind the Dragon campaign.
Shut up! If you don't mean your rights, so you'll pay for it.
Stop this heroism, Jamal. Stop this heroism, Jamal. This is kingdom, not your utopian state. We are living for the old time's sake. You may not lucky next time.
Scared of the raid, Jamal went into self-exile and started living in the USA. But he kept writing in US newspapers about what he felt was not good for the kingdom and world. He went to Turkey to attend a conference where he found a great admirer in the form of Khadija, a writer herself. Scene 2. Jamal and Khadija are sitting in a coffee shop. The Turkish writer asks him a few soul-searching questions about his life and mission.
You're a brave man, Jamal. Taking on these people is not easy.
I'm just following my conscience, Khadija. I can't see my country being destroyed like this.
Jamal, can I ask you something?
You can ask me anything, Khadija.
These are the very people you worked with for so long. What changed now?
I wanted to be in the system to change the system, but I'm not able to breathe now.
What do you actually want, Jamal?
I have a dream for my country. I want everyone to be equal. I want a country where no one is asked what to do and what not to. I want a country where not to see everything through a geopolitical prism. I want her to accept the other shades of opinion as diversity. I want her to tolerate the dissident voice, not strangle it.
I respect and share your dream, Jamal, but don't you think it's a big ask?
I don't call it a dream if it is easy to achieve.
Oh, Jamal.
Oh, it's 10. I have to catch a flight to USA. Bye.
While going,
Khadija, will you marry me?
Jamal went to the USA to keep his professional commitments, only to return to Turkey a few days later to marry his woman of his life. Scene 3. Jamal and Khadija arrived at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul.
I'm happy to see you, Khadija. We'll start a new life together in your country. You wait here till I get the papers from the consulate.
Yes, Jamal, I'm so excited.
Jamal went inside the consulate on October 2, 2018, not to come out again. A killing squad was already waiting for him in the premises to punish him for being a free man. According to Turkish and US officials, he was killed in the brutal fashion by the Saudi agents sent by none other than the de facto rulers of the kingdom. His body was cut into pieces and dissolved with the chemicals. An uproar followed for a few days. What happened after that was even more pathetic. Economic interests prevailed over human rights. This is real politics. Khadija, on the fateful morning, was waiting outside the consulate for Jamal to come out safely. Now, 5 years later, she is still waiting endlessly for justice. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm happy to, Thank you, Manzoor Saab. It is because of Manzoor Saab that we are, witnessing this function. Give him a big round of applause for his constant efforts to, awake us about different issues, especially about law. And I'm so happy to, being part of a function after so long in Dawn School. And we also have we are honored to have these three law luminaries here, Mr. Khazi Sahab, Mr. Mujib Sahab, and Amina Madam. Give them a round of applause to them. At one point of my life, I also wanted to be a lawyer. But I wore so many times white shirt, but I never, could wear black coat. So you are living my dream in that way. And we are celebrating Constitution Day, and Constitution was never so important in our country as it is now for various reasons. And just now, we staged a play that was very, close to my heart, that subject of freedom of expression, because I, as a journalist, feel that, whenever you take a stand, you have to face such elements who will, try to crush your voice. So, but taking stand is very important. I also took stand at some point in my life, and I paid a price for that, but I'm happy that I stood for my, principles and values. This Constitution Day came up at a very crucial time. As you are aware that we are seeing elections in 5 states, especially in Telangana. In 2 days from now, I think on 30th November, we'll have elections, and that are very important for the future of India and especially future of you all. We all have lived our lives, most of the people here, especially me, Khurram sir and Manzoor sir, but you have to live your life, and these elections are very important for you because we are passing through tough times, and these people, lawyers, are very important to protect us from these tough times. Earlier, whenever I used to ask, many girls used to respond that they want to be doctor, but some girls now are saying that they want to be lawyers and advocates. That is a good change, positive change. I have seen that, and for that credit goes to people like Manzoor Saab who are constantly creating awareness about it. In some important cases concerning Muslim community, the lawyers who represented Muslim case were not Muslims. So we need such lawyers who can present our viewpoint forcefully in the court of law. So that is very important. And all these efforts, functions like these, efforts of Khurram Saab and Manzoor Saab and all these advocates, young advocates we are seeing today, all these efforts are for you. If you don't utilize these efforts, they are futile. I hope that you will use these these types of functions and speeches which they will be giving. You will learn something and you will get some motivation from it, and you will use that motivation in your life. So tough times are ahead, but don't lose your hopes. People like Manzoor Saab and all these young guys are here to guide you, and they will protect your future, but you have to fight for that. You have to be ready for that. With a share of Iqbal, I would like to conclude my speech. Tundiye bade mukhalif. Tundi means tundi yani opposition. Tezi. Baad yani hawa. Tundiye bade mukhalif se na ghabra e uqab. Uqab is falcon. That is you. You have to be falcon. तुंदिए बादे मुखालिफ से ना घबरा ए उखाब, ये तो उड़ती है तुझे ऊंचा उड़ाने के लिए. शुक्रिया. Thank you.
As our respected guest, Mr. Amir Khwazi, Mr. Abdul Mujib sir, Ms. Amina Begum, and Mr. Manzoor Ahmed on the dais.
And introduction of this
Manzoor Saab to present the bouquet to Ms. Amina Begum. Request Manzoor sir to accept the bouquet. Please a huge round of applause for them. A passionate teacher. He is from LLB Mahatma Gandhi Law College. He conducts judiciary sessions and is in legal awareness workshops from high school level to degree college. Also imparts UPSC Civil Services coaching, Constitution and Law at Hyderabad School Study Circle. Class and number on the dais to ask some quiz questions. Give a round of applause for her. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Namra Siddiqui from class 8. So friends, let's lighten the mood with some informative quiz. Are you ready? Yes! On which date is Constitution Day celebrated in India? Yes, the answer is 26 November. Who was the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution? Yes, the answer is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The Indian Constitution is based on The answer is British parliamentary system. What is the true meaning of secular? Yes.
All the religions in the eyes of the government are equal.
Yes. All the religions are equal in the eyes of government. The preamble of the Indian Constitution was adopted on Yes, 26 November 1949. Who administered the oath of the Prime Minister of India? Yes, the answer is President. Our democracy is of which form? Yes, parliamentary. The Republic Day in India is celebrated on Yes, 26 January. Thank you so much. Thank you, Namra. Now, I would like to call our respected and dynamic personality, Ms. Amina, to come on the dais and share her valuable thoughts. Give a round of applause for her.
Welcome everyone. हाँ जी बोल तो नहीं अभी अब तक. So we are here to give the legal awareness. What is the career in this? After you complete your intermediate level. So most of belong to the 8, 9, 10 classes. Okay. When we were children, our teacher used to ask, "What do you want to become?" So we used to tell doctors, engineers. So that we want to become. So now we have a lot of opportunities like advocates. Okay, if we go to the in this legal field, अगर आप legal field में जाएंगे, आपको बहुत सारे opportunities मिलेंगे. ठीक है ना? आप अगर intermediate complete करेंगे, आपको 5 years का course होता है LLB में, then you have 3 years course in LLB. Okay. आप अगर LLB का 5 years course complete करेंगे, you will become judge. or you will become corporate lawyer. You will be coming in working in companies, or you will become advocates. Okay, and you can join in insurance companies, or you can become corporate lawyers. Okay, you can become a lecturer also. There is lot of opportunities. You know, we have NEET, IIA, GE programs. You know, LawSec is a program. After you complete your intermediate, we need to write entrance exam, LawSec. After qualifying, we have 3 years and 5 years courses. Okay, so there is lot of opportunities. You know who is the first female judge of India? Female first judge of India, Supreme Court, Fatima Devi. So we don't have any awareness to these things. Okay. So Fatima Devi is the first Supreme Court judge. You have to understand that there is no awareness actually. कोई awareness ही नहीं थी. सिर्फ doctors. Everybody want to become doctors, engineers. Nobody want to become a judge because we don't have awareness. So I have to face resistance from my family for joining this profession. But this is very much suitable to girls. You know, आज जो आप इतना freedom of speech कर रहे हैं, एक ज़माने में औरतों को इतना freedom of speech नहीं था. You know who is Jyotiba Phule? You know who is the Fatima Sheikh? ये वो लोग थे जो 18th सेंचुरी के अंदर जब वो लड़कियों को पढ़ाने जाते थे उनके ऊपर कीचड़ फेंका जाता था. You know, वो दिन से आज का दिन है जो हम लोग यहाँ जमा हुए हैं. You got a freedom, you have a choice today. Okay? So आप चाहिए कि आप मतलब इसमें भी आने के लिए कोशिश कीजिए. नीट JEE आने ये अच्छे हैं मगर हर कोई lakhs of people applied. Lakhs of people applied. Why to waste 2-3 years there? So ये भी एक ऑप्शन है. आपको मालूम चले इतनी ही इज्जत. You know, आप जज के सामने जाएंगे तो डॉक्टर्स IAS ऑफिसर्स को ठहरा कर देते हैं. नो जज के सामने ठहर के नीचे मुंडी करके बात करना पड़ता. उतना पावर रहता है जजेस में. उतना पावर रहता, उतनी अथॉरिटी रहती. तो जज को या एडवोकेट को कभी कम नहीं समझेगा. इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट टू MBBS मेडिसिन कोर्स. सो जितना बोलना था मैं बोल चुकी हूँ. और यहाँ छोटी बच्चियाँ भी हैं. सो आई हैव टू use both English and Hindi language because they have to understand it. What I want to convey the message. This is also a very good profession. Okay, I know how I was very much happy these small girls are conducting this session. I'd like to thank all the teachers, principal for inviting me, for facilitating me. I know how much effort it will take to conduct such program. I think you people are really blessed to have principal and teachers like that who are giving that much effort to awareness. Thank you very much.
आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे फिलासफ साहब तो बोले कि यंग एडवोकेट्स हैं और ये साहब आ गए हैं, राइट? क्या मैं यंग दिख रहा हूँ आपको? यंग इसलिए बोले वो क्योंकि मैं फ्रेश एडवोकेट. अब ये बताइए, आपके घर में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है? नहीं है? आपके घर में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है? कैसे? क्या है वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आपके घर का? किसको बोल रहे हैं आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? कोई बता सकते हैं? आपके घर में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आप है बोल रहे हैं तो वो क्या है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? कोई बता सकते हैं? How to speak, behavior, okay? Is it written in any form? No, right? It is there, but we are following that. Can we deny that? No. So the same way, the Constitution is also written for all the citizens. Okay, tell me, who is a fundamentalist? Who is a fundamentalist? Can anyone tell who is a fundamentalist? Who is that? Nobody can tell who is a fundamentalist? A fundamentalist is a person who follows fundamental rights, fundamental duties, right? We have fundamental rights at home. We have fundamental duties of home. The same way we have fundamental duties and fundamental rights. It's written in the Constitution. Right? The same way we have to learn what are those rights, what are those duties. Unless you do those duties, you don't know about the rights, right? Am I correct or wrong? So every citizen should know what are his fundamental duties and fundamental rights. So for knowing fundamental duties, for reading Constitution, you need any qualification? No, right? Anyone can read it, right? Anyone can read it and anyone can learn about that, right? So after knowing the Constitution, we will come to know that what are our basic rights, what are our basic duties to perform at home, at street, at school. What is the Constitution of the school? The prospectus, right? You will read the prospectus, the duties of the principal, the duties of the teacher, the duties of the students, what we need to follow, right? In the same way, we have the Constitution, right? Okay, tell me, who is our first Prime Minister? Are you sure? Yes. What is his qualification? He was an advocate, right? Who is the father of our nation? What was his qualification? Advocate. Who is Rajendra Prasad? He is also an advocate, right? Yes. Patel, Mr. Patel, he is also an advocate. So renowned leaders are all advocates, not engineers or doctors. Right? Now even engineers and the people who are in business coming towards law. Our example, Mr. Mohit, he is an engineer, but again he switched towards law. And basically an MBA, switched again law. So what do you think? Why everyone is switching towards law? As you said, somebody said over here, secular, right? Secular, not only equal, but you have to have the freedom of preaching the religion, right? So to have that freedom, you should know basic rights. Unless you know the basic rights, and who will protect the basic rights? Government? Of course, government enact that, but who are the protectors of the rights and duties? Advocates, judges, right? And basically the citizens who are having the knowledge. If you know the basic right, if you know the basic fundamental duty, then you can stand for the right. You need not to be an advocate for that. But you should be aware of the fundamental duties and rights. So now, everyone find out the Constitution, the book, and I think you are having the social, right? In that you have the Constitution. Read it thoroughly. From now onwards, you find out what is your fundamental duty, what is your fundamental right, right? So that you can fight, you can stand for the justice. You can stand for, even though if you are alone, you can stand for the justice. Truth always prevails. How many agree for that? Truth always prevails. For the time being, the lies will dominate, but ultimately the truth prevails. Got it? So now tell me, when we meet next time, everyone should be in a position to tell about some articles, some sections relating to women, relating to freedom of. Just now we got a nice play. I was very much humbled with that. The story of Mr. Jamal, right? So it was really did well, as if I was experiencing that, right? It was very much did very well. I got a bit nervous also. So these are stories, many stories like this. And everybody should stand for the justice. Khadija, still is running pillar to post for the justice, right? So unless you know, unless you stand for that, you cannot go for the justice. So next time when we meet again, you should be in a position to tell some basic fundamental rights, basic fundamental duties, basic fundamental sections or articles related to women empowerment, right? Are you ready for that? Yes. How many ready for that? Inshallah. Thank you very much. So I am really humbled with all of your presence and the way you have given the performance last time also and now this time. Thank you very much. Yes. If you permit me, I will give you a small story. Right? I worked for different multinational companies in Gulf. I even worked for United Nations, UNIFIL Lebanon. When I was working in Gulf, once I came for vacation over here. So somebody called me for the donation. So I asked him, for what reason I have to give you the donation? There is some reason, right? Why should I? So that is nothing but Al-Bir Foundation from Mumbai. They told me that we provide advocacy and we provide services the people who are innocent Muslims lying in jails without any reason. They are blamed and falsely alleged with false allegations. For them we provide some advocacy services and some bail, some services through court, and we will release them from jails. So for your information, I can just for an understanding purpose, 15% of Muslims who are living in India openly are Muslims. Then 33% of Muslims are in jails. Just for an understanding, it is not a right figure, just to make you understand how many Muslims are there in jails. So at that time, I got inspired that I should do law to provide the services, because he told me that because these type of cases, nobody a popular lawyer or a best lawyer won't go for these type of cases because he can't earn with this money, right? It is small petty cases and moreover more headache. So for that reason, I decided on the day that I will do law to provide the services for our community. This is the story behind I am coming into the. Very good question. Today you are wearing school dress, right? Yes. Tomorrow when you go to college, will you use the same school dress? No. So as per the trend, as per the evolution of our growth, right, we need some laws to be changed, right? Now for you the law is different because you are a child now. When you grown up, your parents will have some different law for you. But the same parents, the same home, the same you. Why the laws have changed based on your growth? The same way, the constitution also needs some changes with respect to development. So based on, like judicial activism is also there, wherein we understand the requirement of the people in general. Right? There is a common law and there is we won't go into the details, but